Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a product comparison between the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set. So if you want to see how these two products stack up against each other, then keep watching. So the main reason I really wanted to do this video is because I paid $34 for this and I paid $2 for this one. The original price of this is $4, but I did buy it during their 50% off Black Friday sale, I believe it was. So I paid $2 for this, and people keep comparing them and saying that it's basically the same thing. So I really wanted to test them out side by side. So I do have Urban Decay sprayed on this half of my face. Ignore this, I am testing out my MAC lipstick, so I will link that video up here, but just ignore my swatches. I did spray the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set on this half of my face, so I'm just going to wear them throughout the day and see how well they hold up, especially compared to each other. I wanted to see if I could actually tell a difference, so I sprayed them both underneath and on top of my foundation, so I am using them as primers and as setting sprays, but I'm not using any other product to set the face, so I have no powders on at all, except for maybe a tiny bit of highlight on this side of my cheek. But other than that, I do have a cream highlight, cream contour, cream everything going on. So I am very excited to see what the result will be. So let's jump into it. This actually has a stronger spray, which I found out because in the demo is the first time that I ever used it. And you will see that I did come in pretty close to my face and like spray it, and my face was literally dripping with product. So this one has to be a lot further away from your face than the Urban Decay one does. But I do think I prefer the Urban Decay Mist just because it did go on much, I don't know, it was a lot less product that went on my face, and then it dried like almost instantly. This, I had to fan it down. I literally had to pick up my blow dryer to get it to dry because it was just taking ages and ages, and I wanted to start getting my foundation done. So I love that it does have a more powerful spray, but you do have to be more careful and use it from further away. It is 1:11 p.m. That means it's exactly 2 hours since I sprayed my face, and both sides look equally dewy right now. I can see on screen it may look a bit too shiny, but in person I just look like I have a really natural glowy look, and I am completely obsessed with it. But I'm also completely surprised because this side is the Urban Decay and it's just as glowy as the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set. My face was equally matte, like both sides were pretty matte, so this doesn't actually illuminate the skin at all. It says temperature control, oil-free, paraben-free, temperature control technology. So I know the all-nighter as a mattifying setting spray, and I'm actually pretty surprised that it let my oils come through because I thought this half of my face would be like matte to the gods for like at least more than a couple of hours, you know? My face does look pretty evenly glowy across. I'm just looking in my mirror right now, but yeah, it does look pretty evenly glowy across the scale, as is the usual with this foundation. At the 2 hour mark, it still looks fantastic, so I can't really tell if either side has prolonged the wear of the actual foundation yet, but I will be able to tell by my next check-in, so definitely stick around for that. But so far I'm impressed. I mean, both sides have creased around my mouth, but other than that, the rest of the foundation looks absolutely perfect. I did not use any form of powders on my face today other than my eyeshadow. I literally just used cream to highlight and contour and whatever, so what you see is actually the real truth of what's happening. So far, so good. I mean, I'm pretty impressed, but I do want to blot my face, which is why I wanted to check in now. This is the foundation transfer. Up here is the e.l.f. side and down here is the Urban Decay side. And as you can see, it's pretty even, so I guess neither of them really help prevent transfer. The one thing that I have noticed about it, because I have had it on for a few hours, is that my face on this side feels a little bit tighter. It feels like I have something on this half of my face, on the e.l.f. half of my face, whereas on the Urban Decay side of my face, I feel absolutely nothing. There is no tightness, there's no, like, you can't really tell that there's something sprayed on top of my face because I know how this foundation feels, and it does feel lightweight and like non-existent, so I can't even feel the foundation. But with the product, I can feel a bit more tightness on this side than I do on this side, so that's definitely another plus on the Urban Decay side. But the price is a huge negative, but this is not an illuminator. Once it dries matte as this one does. I guess we'll just have to wait until the end of the day for us to actually see what's happening. It is now 3:52 p.m. That means we are approaching the 5 hour mark. And I really wanted to start off from a distance so that I could show you that from a distance, from what I'm seeing in the monitor at least, the foundation does not look too bad. I usually come back in with my spectacles because I do wear them throughout the day, and I do want to see how the products that I have on my face perform for us who do wear spectacles. So I haven't taken these off, so I don't know if it's a complete shit show like it was in my Makeup Forever foundation review. So let's do that right now. I do think it looks pretty, almost okay. Like it's still working, like it's still hanging in there from a distance. So maybe on camera it would look good because like I said, this foundation is for 4K, but in person, both sides, both with the Urban Decay and the e.l.f. setting spray, have disintegrated almost completely. So I'm just gonna zoom us in so we can actually see the problems that I'm talking about. Pros: both sides look pretty similar. So I'm getting the exact same result using this product and this product. So you can definitely save yourself some money by going for this one. Since I last blotted, no oils have come through, and this is a foundation that tends to make me look really oily, like slick and shiny, especially at the 5-hour mark. So I guess I'm not really gonna complain about that. Okay, I give up. I'm done with the pros. Let's go into the cons. My nose looks like a hot mess on both sides. So the Urban Decay is not enough of a set. Like you have to go in with a powder. You can't just go in with this and like expect it to be sorted all day. That is very disappointing because like I said, $34. I feel like it's just gone down the drain, you know? So I am not impressed by this. You know, I guess on this side, on the e.l.f. side, it's kind of more expected because I did pay $2 for this. So that's fine because the rest of it looks pretty fantastic for the price. But for $34, no, I don't expect that to be an issue. I've already bitched about this foundation itself enough, so if you want to see my review, I will have it in the cards up here. Okay, just take a look at the actual foundation, keeping in mind the sides. I can honestly say that I don't see any difference in disintegration in any part of the foundation. I can still see disintegration even where I had put on the highlighting colors, so I guess I don't feel too bad about that. My contour still looks absolutely flawless. My blush is still there, my highlight is still there. So both these products actually did maintain the top products that I did put on top of the foundation, but did they help the foundation last any longer than it did without them? Not really. It doesn't look as bad as it did in the 5-hour mark in that review video. I will give it that. But you can still see around my mouth, it is completely disintegrating. Like around here, you can see the foundation has separated, broken up. It is completely just falling apart, especially around my mouth. But if you look underneath my eyes, it's also pretty gone. If you look on the side of my face, you can see it's almost like it's being rubbed off and it's kind of forming those rolling clumps. I don't know. I haven't touched my face, so this isn't something that I've done accidentally. On my face, you can kind of see like there looks to be a bald foundation spot right here because I can sort of see my skin coming through. And I don't know where my foundation went. I don't know. I've watched another video where this girl says that the Makeup Forever foundation is like her face just eats it up throughout the day and at the end she's left with nothing. And I'm very clearly seeing that here because I haven't touched anything. I've barely changed my wig out during the day. And it's just not there anymore. The only real products I can see on my face are the highlighter and the contour and the blush. That's it. The life of the actual foundation was in no way extended by the Urban Decay or the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set, which is very disappointing because I know the foundation itself just doesn't work for my skin. For some reason, my skin has just completely rejected it, which is fine. But the Urban Decay is supposed to like work with whatever foundation you have on and like extend its life. But as we have seen, it just doesn't do it. The Urban Decay seems to actually need the help of a good foundation and like good products underneath it for it to truly extend the life of a foundation because right now, it's just not working out. Everything else is sitting in place and looking absolutely perfect, but the foundation itself has completely disintegrated. Where I barely touched with a highlight on my forehead and on my chin, it's completely gone. Save the money, get the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist because you can see that the result is basically the same. So I would rather, instead of investing money in a good setting spray, get this because it will hold you over at least. Because this side actually, especially for the price, it's done really well because by now the foundation would be like melting off my face. This side has actually forced it to sort of hold on. It does not add any luminosity to my makeup, like it doesn't make me all glowy or whatever. which is what it claims, which is so not true. But I would say just wait for a sale and buy it for $2 like I did, because the original price is $4, so you can still get it at that. But I would say wait for a sale and get a bunch of elf products, you know, as opposed to like spending the four and then paying for shipping, and it just doesn't make any sense, you know. Our groundbreaking formula mists on weightlessly, ensuring makeup that lasts up to 16 hours. So it claims up to 16-hour wear. I have barely gotten to the 5-hour mark, and I feel like I would need to redo my face, especially if like you're going out to an event or something. The last thing you want to do is to have to worry about your makeup. So I would say instead of investing in this, get this, then invest in a good foundation, in a good setting powder, because it seems like the setting powder is the thing that really makes a difference here, you know. So I hope you enjoyed my comparison review. I hope you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Be sure to subscribe so you can be notified of all my new videos, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think down below, and I guess I'll see you in my next video.